All right, Guy, I've got...
What have you got
Look at
for
that.
us there, John? Look at this. You
Woo!
have croissants and
Take
mighty
two, come
fine-
on.
Take two? Okay, you talked me into it. Thank you. Croissants and Turkish coffee. I am
Right.
spoiled today.
And here comes the Turkish. Now, of course,
yeah.
you've read that book.
I've read this fine book. It's one of your better books, I must say, John. And I do like the cover. I really like the cover. As well as the content of the book.
Did you learn something about this process? with Turkish?
Well, I was intrigued, John, and I was reading the book, and I thought, how did this Turkish coffee tradition slash experience? How did you get involved with it? How did it evolve within you once you picked up the taste for Turkish coffee? Because it seems to be a big part of your life now.
It's an essential part.
An essential part, okay.
So, I started drinking the Turkish on the kibbutz, the first kibbutz I was on in the north.
The very first.
The very first. And it was, I think, I don't know how, but in the beginning I didn't take to it. I was drinking tea. I drank tea, and then I had one, and I thought, wow. And then I had another one, and then I couldn't stop. And so I think I really hit my peak when I was on the second kibbutz in the south. I was working in the dairy. In the first kibbutz I was working in the orchards, in the Matayim, and in the second in the Refet. And I would get up at 3 o'clock in the morning to go to the first shift in the dairy. I'd have a Turkish. And then at about 4 you'd have another Turkish. And about 5 you'd have another Turkish. So by the end of the day, I reckon I was probably drinking about, on average, 7 cups of Turkish. And not like this, not cups like this,
okay.
cups like this. This is a cup.
Big
cups of
big
Turkish.
cups, right.
And so by the end of the day, you'd be twitching. You'd have to, since you were up at 3 o'clock, you'd have to go back to your room for a lie down, but you just lay down, you didn't sleep. And people, many years after I left Israel, people would sometimes say to me, what's going on in Israel? What is the matter with and I'd say, too much coffee. Too much coffee. You can imagine, if you've had 7 cups of Turkish coffee in a day, and you're carrying an Uzi submachine gun, and somebody behind you sneezes, that's it.